Tom Brady roasts Dak Prescott during Cowboys schedule announcement. Hello Dallas Cowboys Nation. Whether or not Cowboys fans should take this seriously I don't know, but the truth is that the guy dreamed of Prescott. We found out everything for you and I'm going to tell you now. More loved ones, check if you are already written on the channel to stay up to date with all the news from the Dallas team. Tom Brady didn't miss the chance to attack the Dallas Cowboys when announcing next season's schedule. The Dallas Cowboys' full schedule for the 2024 NFL season will be released on Wednesday. However, we have some information about what the Week 1 matchups will look like. Fox will broadcast the Cowboys' visit to the Cleveland Browns in the first game of the season. As soon as Strahan told Brady he would be working the booth at a Cowboys game, Brady started talking about the Dallas team. He couldn't help but mock Prescott. Whether or not Cowboys fans should take this seriously is another question, but it's clear that Prescott and the Cowboys' postseason struggles will be a major season-long talking point once again. Regardless of whether it's Tom Brady or another analyst on the game, Prescott's reputation as a quarterback who keeps losing in the playoffs will persist unless he proves otherwise. This will be frustrating for Cowboys fans. However, it is justified. To avoid this discourse, the Dallas Cowboys need to finally take a step forward and reach the Super Bowl this season. Dak Prescott has been talked about constantly throughout the offseason, especially after suffering an embarrassing loss in the wild card round. The Cowboys have contract extensions for Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb and Micah Parsons hanging over the franchise. Although Prescott is entering the final year of his current deal, both sides reportedly have a mutual understanding of his current deal and would not be negotiating a new contract, but that may need to change. With Goff now receiving this massive extension, Prescott's price only goes up. As of 2023, Goff ranks second in the NFL in passing yards, 4,575, fourth in passing touchdowns, 30, and 11th in QBR, 60.3. Meanwhile, Prescott ranked third in passing yards, 4,516, second in QBR, 72.7, and first in passing touchdowns, 36, last season. Another thing Prescott will bring to the negotiating table is his WL track record. The three-time Pro Bowler is 73-41 in his career, as is Goff, who is 66-50-1 as a starter. While Prescott hasn't been able to outperform the Cowboys in the postseason, he's still one of the best signal callers in the league and would like to be paid as such. Goff's extension only increased the price of Prescott's next deal. The attention of all football fans is currently focused on the release of the calendar and the 2024 regular season, which starts in September. The NFL will formally abandon the full 18-week schedule on Wednesday, May 15 at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Although the schedule has not been released, we already know 3 games that will take place in Week 1, Green Bay Packers x Philadelphia Eagles, Baltimore Ravens x Kansas City Chiefs. On May 13, the NFL revealed that the Dallas Cowboys will travel to face the Cleveland Browns on September 8 at 3:25 a.m. Central Time on Fox. There will be extra excitement in this competition as Tom Brady will call an NFL game as a commentator for the first time. Brady also admitted that it will be difficult to call a Cowboy game for a certain reason. Brady said, "Obviously, having the Cowboys is a big draw. As America's team, it's going to be a little difficult for me to say that all the time, understanding that they've been competitors for a long time. New role, I know how important the Cowboys are to this network." Brady played in the NFL for 23 years and played against Dallas 7 times. He won all 7 games against the Cowboys, throwing for 1,945 yards with 15 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Now, the 46-year-old player will have to take off his cap and put on his commentator's hat, which may take some getting used to. Brady also punched Prescott on stage. He said, "They have great stories. Dak Prescott, let's see if he finally gets it. Did that just slip away?" Prescott was ridiculed in the national media for failing to deliver in the postseason and Brady was unable to avoid throwing. All in means something different to Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones and his son Stephen Jones than it does to anyone else in the world. After Jerry claimed his team was all in on winning in 2024, they stood by and watched several starters leave, while doing very little to replace them. Looking ahead to future seasons, we should expect more of the same. The truth is that Jerry isn't getting any younger, which means Stephen will have more control as time goes on, and he's the one who turned them into one of the most frustratingly frugal franchises in the league. So here are 6 players who are preparing for this to be their final season in Big D. The reason for the wait was the decision to send a 4th-round pick to the San Francisco 49ers in exchange for Lance. Even though he was the 3rd overall pick, it felt like the Cowboys gave up too much, a feeling that only grew stronger when Justin Fields' price tag was revealed. Dallas did not use Lance in 2023, but that is expected to change now. The Cowboys want to get a good look at Lance in the preseason, but unless they completely blow Dak Prescott's extension, which could happen, the goal will be to move him to other teams and try to recoup some of the draft capital that they lost. The Cowboys' full schedule for the 2024 season was officially released on Wednesday, and now we have a full week-by-week breakdown. Dallas opens the season on the road against the Cleveland Browns, and early odds underestimate Dak Prescott and his team. The Cowboys still have the core of one of the best offenses in the NFL in 2023. Let's not forget that Dallas won their first 2 games by a combined score of 70-10, while Cleveland opened the year 2-2. Deshaun Watson isn't the same weapon he once was, so this is a matchup that Dak Prescott needs to dominate. I know the Browns have an excellent defense, but so do the Cowboys. Amari Cooper and Nick Chubb are dangerous offensive players, as is CeeDee Lamb. If Dallas wants to be taken seriously as a Super Bowl contender, the team can't be an underdog to Cleveland early in the year. This signals that oddsmakers expect the Cowboys to be a little worse. Even with the game in Cleveland, these current odds are disrespectful to Dallas. With big decisions ahead regarding Prescott and Lamb's contracts, among several other key players, it's important for the Cowboys to get off to a strong start. This is a team that can win the NFC, and I think Dallas will make those odds look silly when Week 1 finally arrives. But I want to know your opinion, leave it in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any news from the Dallas Cowboys.